It's FUtube time again, the video gripe segment that gives consumers the chance to complain.
Can you stop shuffling, please? I'm recording, just no noise. Shh.
Even sometimes about consumer issues. In this case, Brett Halsey's also annoyed at how Officeworks says,
and if you find an identical stocked item at a lower price, we'll beat it by 5%.
Taking care of business.
But when Brett rang Officeworks, they said,
it doesn't cover cheaper items with non-identical warranties. Sucker.
Seems the normal definition of identical item and Officeworks definition are, well, non-identical. Price matching guarantees are designed to make us assume a store has low prices. But a recent US analysis found they're riddled with exclusions and fine print and poorly enforced. So catch them out if you can, but the fine print shows when they say,
taking care of business.
The business they mean is
Officeworks.
Now to a different kind of FU from viewer Shannon Chant. When the San Remo lasagna she bought turned out to be infested with weevils, Shannon put the inedible sheets to a different use. Bravo, Shannon, you certainly should get compensation from San Remo. And hopefully it won't be in the form of this. Next up is Robert Clark. Robert recently ordered a chicken wrap from a Nando's store, but then, because of a $10 minimum FPOS rule, had to buy a drink he didn't really want. So Robert asks a question lots of you have been asking.
What's the deal with minimum transaction amounts when paying by FPOS?
And one no one else has been asking.
Why, Nando's? Why?
But which we still thought was worth putting to them. Why, Nando's? Why? And their answer was,
the practice is not encouraged by Nando's Australia, but a small number of franchises have minimum spends because some banks apply a fixed cost to transactions.
well, Robert, it's simple. When you use FPOS to pay a retailer for something, there's actually up to 3 other parties who get a cut. It's not illegal to impose FPOS minimums. In fact, FPOS, the company, actually has lower fees for transactions under $15. But retailers also have to pay fees to whoever they get their terminals from. And those deals could make small payments uneconomic in some, but not all, cases. Nando's says that fixed bank fees
As a percentage of the meal can be as high as 13% on a $2 spend, 5.2% on $5 and 2.6% on $10.
See? Simple. Sure, but FPOS minimums are consumer unfriendly. Why not just give us the option of paying the actual transaction cost? In summary, Robert, FPOS is cheaper than paying by credit card, but it's still a pretty obtuse system and extremely effing tedious to pin down. And finally, from a complicated issue to a simple one.
G'day. Just wanted to let you know that I'm completely naked.
Yep, police, please.
Well, except for maybe these clothes. And I never ever drink apple juice either. Oh, except maybe just then, when I drank some apple juice. Bit awkward.
Certainly is. But the simple point this complicated man's making is that if you're going to say,
Spring fresh. Tastes like apples, 'cause it's nothing but apples.
but the back of the bottle says this, then you run the risk that someone like this will say something like this.
Sprayton fresh. Last time I checked, preservative 202 and citric acid were not apples, and they don't grow on trees.
A good point, well made, Andrew. Thank you. We've got nothing but respect for you. That's it for this week. Please keep the video gripes coming to futube.net.au or just email tipoff@thecheckout.net.au. We'll see you next week for the last episode of The Checkout.